I'm Maddie, and today I'm on a building site. Just think, the house or flat where you live once started off like this. A great big pile of bricks and wood ready to be made into a building. You should never go onto a building site without a grown-up, but we've got special permission to show you something really exciting. A lot of the things used to make houses are very heavy. Far too heavy for me to pick up, so I need something super clever to help me. Can you guess what it is? A crane! A crane is the safest way to move things around that are too heavy for people to pick up. But do you know how a crane works? Let's find out. How does it work?
A crane.
Before the crane can do anything, it needs to stand on its own feet. You should never play around vehicles. Always make sure you're near a grown-up. These special feet keep the crane steady when it picks up heavy things and stops it rolling away. Look how it's lifting the wheels off the ground. The place where the driver sits is called the cab. In here there are lots of levers he uses with his hands and pedals which he moves with his feet. The levers are connected to the big arm, and when the driver moves the levers, this big arm moves across the sky. It's called the boom, and look, it gets longer too. The boom gets longer and shorter in the same way my telescope works. The first part of my telescope is slightly thinner than the second part, so this means the first part can move easily in and out, meaning the telescope can get longer or shorter, just like the boom on the crane. So we've seen how the driver uses the levers to move the boom around, but how does the boom get longer and shorter and move higher into the sky? To find out, we need to take a closer look. Here comes the crane. And there's the boom. To make the crane get longer and higher, there are special tubes called hydraulic cylinders underneath the boom. The tubes are full of water and oil. When a button is pressed in the cab, the water and oil are pumped upwards inside the tube. They have nowhere to go, and so this pushes the boom up. There are also hydraulic cylinders inside the boom. When another button is pushed, the water and oil inside these cylinders are pumped up too. This pushes the boom out, making it longer. But do you know how the crane picks things up? Different things can be attached to the end of the boom to pick things up in all sorts of ways. A fork to lift things up from the bottom. Or a grabber to grab hold of things, like a great big hand. Or a chain to pick things up from the top. There's something on the end of this boom. Do you know what this is? That's right, it's called a hook. And the crane uses the hook to hook onto things to pick them up. It's clever, isn't it? I've got my special camera with me and I'm going to put it on the hook so we can see what it looks like from high up on the crane. And we have liftoff. The special camera is moving higher into the air. Hello! The special camera can see so much from way up high. It's still going higher and higher. I can't believe it, I look as small as an ant. That is so high. Should we bring it back down again? Hello, camera. How brilliant was that? But we want the crane to move this great big pile of wood onto the back of that truck. Let's see how it does it. Up goes the boom. Listen to the sound it makes. aeroplane taking off. That's the hydraulic cylinders pushing the boom arm up into the sky. Once the boom is in the right position, some special chains are wrapped around the wood and attached to the hook. Off we go, Paul! The chains are on and the boom is about to lift up that pile of wood. It's a bit like a game of Hook the Duck, isn't it? Have you played that before? That pile of wood weighs the same as a family car, but it's no problem for the crane, is it? The boom is moving across in the sky to make sure the wood is in the right position, and then it will lower it down onto the truck. Brilliant. What was your favourite bit about seeing how a crane works? Can you remember the name of the big arm that the driver controls? That's right, it's called the boom. Did you like the sound the hydraulic cylinder made as it pushed the boom up into the sky? And did you see how high up the crane went with my special camera? That is so high! There are lots of things that cranes can move. There's wood and these bricks. Most houses and buildings are made with lots of bricks. The bricks are built into walls that hold up the roof and keep out the rain and wind, helping us to stay warm and safe. They have to be very strong and last a long time. But do you know how bricks are made? Let's go and find out.